All right, let's get to it. That was Preem. If y'all know Preem. If you a OVO fan, you a day one. You know Preem, formerly P Rain. He could just put out that banger with Bryson Tiller. Please stream that, run that up. That's crazy. They be saying that none of the owls be getting busy, but these niggas, all make music. So shout out to that. And go run that party up. But again, I know what y'all here for. Let's get into the shenanigans. I'll let my members, decide, what y'all want to get into first. Like I said, it's split for me. We gonna talk about the J. Cole stuff and the Kendrick stuff, and then we're gonna talk about hip hop media. For the hip hop media side, and for the J. Cole side, we about to be pulling up clips, receipts. I got all that. Y'all tell me what y'all want to get into first. Anabo, you got any suggestions, my brother?
Yeah, I was gonna say let the ladies go first. Whoever, I mean, Kitty, what you think? I forgot she said she ain't feeling good. We can jump into the J Cole, I guess.
All right, I'll clips, Kitty. That's cool. That's cool with you. Give me some Kitty if that's cool with you. We'll run a couple clips. Like I said, J. Cole recently had the interview and he just kind of shed light on a bunch of different things. He didn't really make a good case for himself for the Owls. I mean, a lot of people still feel away about, the stuff he said. He did say it's a lot of things that really still made us not understand why Kendrick shot at this nigga Drake. Like he still was confused. So let's just see. We'll just hear from him and then we'll go from there. Now, did you have any thoughts when you saw the extra video? Did he save himself or did
Nah,
you make it worse?
I will say this. My bad too on E, but it was a couple things. Well, I did like where he had let people know he didn't know what Kendrick was talking about. You know what I'm saying? So I fuck with that. But as far as the other things, it was just he ain't saved himself to me. You know, so he can do all the talking he want. He ain't saved himself to me. He's still on some double agent shit. So
What do you think, Go? How you feel about the new clips?
I was grabbing your shit real quick. But honestly, like it ain't really changed nothing about the way I think about it. But if you remember like a few spaces ago, what I said, I ain't really too interested in what you at this point. Whatever happened, happened. I ain't really too interested in what you talking about, unless you talking about what I want to hear. And ever since he be opening up in his mouth, I mean, it's just way. This is way more than I expected, really. And it's to the point where it's like it's more damaging to him than it is helping him. Every interview is like he reveals more shit that's more hurts his reputation, if anything, more than anything else. But I also appreciate the fact that we're getting info like inside of who's really inside the shit. I mean, because everybody has speculation, everybody got thoughts and opinions, but coming from him, we know that's a part of the facts. I mean, so I appreciate that part of it. So yeah.
and what's crazy, I wanna fake not like hate dog like well you know what I don't like hate J Cole. You know what I'm saying like. I was listening to certain clips and it's like, you know what, man? He want to be a good dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you step back, it's like, nigga, he just don't want no problems. He a nigga that just don't want no problems. But at the same time, it's like being a man, that's not real. You know what I'm saying? So you got to stand on what's going on. Like, you can still be a good dude and still run into certain things that you got to take care of. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at like, yeah, I know, I understand, bro. You want to be a good dude. You want peace, move on. Like, yeah, everybody. I feel like a lot of people want. Everybody want that, but at the same time, when it's time to, you know what I'm saying, strap them nuts on, bro, you gotta do that shit. So yeah, man. But shout out to him for letting niggas know he didn't know what Kendrick was talking about. You know what I'm saying? So that just add on to the lies and bullshit that bro been pushing for these last 2 years. So
That's what I think too. Like that's what it just disappointed because like I agree 100%. Like he just don't want no problems. Like he just don't want no smoke with nobody, and that's cool and all, but you ain't come off that way. Uh, so I want to play this clip and I see you, Tracy. But one other thing that did irritate me this week, and I've seen another you was talking about it, but a lot of the bots was talking a lot of shit because they were saying that like Drake was begging for a Kendrick feature. So let's get into what J. Cole said specifically about how this record was supposed to happen. Then we're gonna dive into our thoughts. Here we go.
Before that beat ever made it to me, I think Kendrick wanted that. I mean, I think Drake wanted that to be a him and Dot song.
Okay.
Like I think that's what it was, and I think my interpretation is like maybe when it wasn't moving fast enough or he wasn't getting the response he wanted, maybe he was like, let me hit Cole because I think Boy Wonder was pushing like, bro, you need to hit Cole, boom, boom, mind you. So I never looked at that song like it was gonna be all of us. I thought it was me and Drake, and I just had the beat. I
Okay.
didn't have there was nothing on it. I just had, and I felt mad pressure because I wanted to come through for him. You know what I mean? I felt like he showed up at Dreamville Fest the year before that. You know what I mean? I wanted to come through for him. I had to write that verse several times. You know what I mean? So that's a half truth kind of.
Okay.
But there's no part of us making that song where it's like, yo, Kendrick was supposed to be on here. Nah, I just got a beat for Drake. I want to come through for him on his album. The clock was running. You know what I mean? And winding down. Boom, and I came through. But you said something in the beginning.
All right. Again, that's super interesting because, the most interesting thing to me about this whole thing is a lot of people like getting on J. Cole. And I made a tweet pretty much saying, like, what's crazy with all this new information, it's still been 2 years and we still don't know what this nigga problem was with Drake. We found out that it was Drake, I guess from what Cole's saying, it was his initial idea to reach out to Kendrick. Apparently, Drake was at his show in Toronto and it was love. That's what he was talking about on push ups, which is crazy. And we know Drake. Drake would never work with nobody or try to extend his grace to somebody if he had issues with them. So I thought that was interesting. And I seen niggas saying that he's trying to beg for a feature. I think it was a Drake attempt to amend things. So again, if y'all confused or y'all understand why,
I,
we still don't understand why this nigga went at Drake. Like
yeah,
if
and I
they were,
still
if,
it's a lot like not to cut you off, Blue, but even
go
when they
ahead, bro.
said bro had seen them backstage, or when Drake said that on push ups, it's like that. I don't think that was the first time because you remember with the control when Control came out, and, Drake did the interview with Angie Martinez. He said he seen Drake. I mean, Drake said he seen Kendrick then, and they was cool. You know what I'm saying? Supposed to be well. Kendrick wasn't on no shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't know, man. It's just a lot going on with this information. I don't know if I even believe that Drake sent that song was for him and Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I don't know about that.
Go ahead, Deb. I seen Act. I know it's hard to believe Act too, but Act kind of confirmed like that's the idea that that Drake did tell him that was the original idea. But again, like why you go and diss a nigga that was reaching out? And then again, I made that tweet earlier. I was like, he said on Euphoria, like you sent that feature request. We got some shit to address, but like we still don't know what was the issue. If I got an issue with a nigga and he tried to, like be my friend, I'm like, nah, bro, we gotta go run this fade. Let me tell you why first. You know what I mean? But this
Yeah,
nigga didn't. This nigga didn't tell us anything. He just proceeded to start to lie on this nigga.
bro. That's what
So
I'm saying. He seen the nigga twice. Like back then in 2013, when the Control verse came out, he said they was at the show and he was like, it was cool. And then he seen him again in what 2022. And it's
yeah.
like, bro, you keep on saying y'all got some shit to talk about. When, nigga? He keep running into your ass. You ain't saying nothing. So what are you talking about, bro?
And look,
Like,
and they try to make us seem crazy because we be saying shit like, well, it sounds like you got tapped on the shoulder and UMG hit you up and say, hey, we got a proposition for you. If you do this for us, we'll do this for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all nah, y'all think blah blah blah, but we don't know what the fuck this nigga problem was. Then that's the only other option out there. Like, you know what I mean? I don't understand. Go ahead, K Dub. You want to add on to that?
No, yeah, it's just. I mean, y'all basically hitting the nail on the head. I mean, let's remember though. Um, in first person shooter, Drake's not the one talking about the big three. That's a cold. That's a cold bar. So it's just funny to me how everybody likes to say, "Oh, but Drake, Drake was sneak dissing first person shooter, blah blah blah." Like, okay, let's say Drake did right, just because we're gonna pander. Let's say Drake did fire the shot, right? Cole fired the shot first. His verse was first. So the first thing Dot heard was Cole saying that. So at the end of the day, you know,
when would Drake?
it's Cole.
What would be the line, Doug?
Cole. Well, Cole's the one that just mentioned the big three thing. Some.
Hey, you broke up.
You broke up,
I
yeah.
broke up.
Yeah, I was talking about what line would be the Drake line that they saying he threw the shot at. Like I don't be understanding that. Like where did Drake? throw the shots at.
And even J. Cole, like that's not a shot. Like, you know what I mean? What J. Cole said, who the big
Exactly.
three to paid out. That's not a shot. Like that was never a shot. Like, so I don't understand.
Like he
Kid, you
that
want to go ahead. Go
bro,
ahead,
these
Evan.
niggas retarded, man. They saying that even the Ali line was like a this. Go ahead, Kitty. Cause I know she ain't go ahead.
Just gonna say like I don't really understand like people like been talking to me and like commenting to me saying that like they had real beef like before this like Drake and Kendrick had real beef and I'm like where has it been real beef between them like even from the control verse even if y'all want to say that Drake had an attitude about it or whatever it has never been past rap so what is Kendrick's real life issue that he wanted to
Mm.
diss this man so bad like that's the point that I'm making. Like y'all want to like breeze past this, but he hasn't even said what his real life issue has been with this man. All it has been is been rap. So like I really just don't understand what's the issue behind this whole thing that everybody keeps saying is the real beef.
And Kitty, he
Oh, yeah,
only wanted this Drake though. You know what I'm saying? You gotta remember that. Like he not even dissing other people that dissed him, like Lupe, Meek, all these rappers that said shit to him. He ain't even dissed them. He just keep on.
Well, inevitable. Remember the Buried Alive part two?
Hell, oh yeah, I
That
just
kind of
listened to
sums
that.
up. That kind of
yeah.
sums up everything.
Facts,
That kind of sums up everything. It was just jealousy. It's always been jealousy. He said it himself in Buried Alive, part one.
facts.
He was jealous. You
Hey, I ain't
know.
gonna lie, bro. Like shit like that, you gotta like Drake. Like just the fact that he even said on the interview, because out of everybody that niggas was taking shots at on that control verse, like Drake, the only nigga that was like, yo. Now I mean, like it be shit like that that make niggas like when he speak, it's stuff like that that make me respect him because he always been the type of person where he put his shit in his raps, he put his shit, he wears shit on his sleeve. Now I mean, it's never like you. He never get caught up in the lies and like everybody else getting caught up in all kind of nonsense and mess and all kind of whatever. If you just find out J Cole like yo, I'm not. I don't even believe I'm big. Like bro, then what are we talking about? And I mean, like this whole time it's like a facade. You've been fooling people and stuff. So I'm just looking at it like I always respected Drake because he been open and out there with it. Like he never been like, yo, I'm the hoodest nigga out here, I'm the toughest nigga out here. Now I mean, he always been 10 toes on who he has been. Like he felt some type of way about the verse, he let it be known. Like yo, I felt some type of way about it. And to this day, we still don't know what the fuck Kendrick problem is, and that's the difference between niggas. You get what I'm saying? Like
Thank
it
you,
just
bro.
it's blatantly right there, bro.
You
Shit
hitting
crazy
all
to
the
me.
points, bro. That's literally, you know, I be saying the same thing, like, bro. He stand on everything he be saying in the raps. If it was an interview, he's saying that shit, bro. We just finding out J. Cole don't think he the best. Like, come on, man. But y'all niggas.
I just wanted to add too, like Kendrick said something about like Drake did something foul to Cole or something like this. Like, why does this nigga keep lying? Like, why are you gonna sit up there and lie and say he did something foul to Cole? Like, I don't understand. Like, how he just keeps getting away with just lying about shit. Like, you ain't said what your problem is, and then on top of that, you're making up fake problems between Drake and Cole.
Cole said, I don't know. Bro said, I don't know. What are you talking about? Like, it's so crazy that even Rocky started saying this shit. It's like, what are y'all talking about, bro? Like, what? Like, why are you saying the same shit that he said? Like, and it's not even real. So, I don't know.
Inevitable. I was gonna tell you real quick. The line that everybody likes to bring up that Cole said is the one where it says, "Love when they argue the hardest MC is it K Dot, is it Aubrey or me? We the big three like we started the league, but right now I feel like Muhammad Ali."
Yeah.
That's the one where they're saying that's the one that side likes to say is what started everything. It made Kendrick get in his feelings like, "Oh, you guys are just kiki and ha ha and up
And
here."
that's not even a
You
diss,
know,
bro. That's like,
that's the that's the
yeah, I
quote
seen
they
them
always
saying
go
that. It's
back
like,
to.
okay, J. Cole's supposed to say that. If that's the case, then Drake would have dissed him too, bro. Like that, he would have.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It was just sparring,
Yeah,
bro. It was just them going back and forth.
we
Like
know that. Tracy trying to go too, bro. She was supposed to
Yeah.
go. My bad.
Go ahead, Tracy.
Hey guys, for the J. Cole interviews, again, I'll say this. I liked it all three of the interviews. I think the one with Mello was my favorite one because he provided a lot more insight than what he did on Cameron's interview. I listened to the whole interview, everything. So I was pretty much happy that he was able to say a lot more stuff or whatever. and that he was, he was able to enlighten people on a lot of things. I do think that Kim missed the opportunity because I felt like J. Cole sort of led him into asking him, like, what did he think and who did he think won by the bars or whatever. So I do think that that was a failed missed opportunity right there. But overall, at this point, talking about J. Cole or whatever and how people feel, about the apology or whatever. It's one of the things. Everybody said, you apologize, you apologize. He has made it very clear that he is on the net and he's hearing everything that people say. So when the question was asked, like, hey, why do you think when he told Cameron that, hey, I can't say anything because I'm the nigga that apologized or whatever. So it's like he can't win for losing, period, point blank. So at this point, Cole gonna be okay. You know what I'm saying? It's concert sold out, album gold. He's good or whatever. And also at the end of the day, Drake did not make a whole song about J. Cole or whatever. You know what I'm saying? J. Cole wasn't percolating at the pop out. J. Cole didn't pile on and drop a diss towards Drake. So at the end of the day, he's right here. You can feel how you want about the apology, but at the end of the day, he didn't participate with those other guys that went against Drake. So I think that Drake knows that or whatever. So I think they'll be fine. I think it's a lot of stuff that I want to talk about with the media, but yeah, it's a lot of stuff. I have issues with Maul. You know what I'm saying? I'm wondering how anybody is believing that Drake is trusting Maul when Maul still has a line to Jay Z through his brother. So it was kind of strange that Maul was very, very, moonwalking about Jay Z, but you are so animated about Cole, and they pretty much did the same thing. J. Cole apologized. Jay-Z flat out said there should be no more beef. So it's like I didn't like your energy right there, and I'm just not rocking with what nothing that Maul is saying. And I also don't like the fact that why the hell is Rory so comfortable with saying OVO hoes? I'm a Drake fan and I ain't no hoe, so I'm trying to
I
figure
said the
out what the
same
hell is up with
thing.
that.
I said, watch your mouth.
See, I ain't even see all that. Y'all put me
See,
here.
well, we
Yeah, most people don't. Most people don't.
nah. I literally got that clip. Say we
But
really gonna get into that, Tracy. So I want
but
you
I do
around for
agree with
that.
Tracy. Sorry, but my bad. I'm tripping.
Nah, go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro. I was just saying we got that clip. I'm gonna play that later, but go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I do agree with Tracy when she said about the mall, like his vibe when he was talking about Jay Z. I was looking at him too, like, damn, bro, you talking kind of compromised, like you scared to really, go there. Like you do be on J. Cole ass, bro. You be on his ass, so it got to be the same type of temperature checking. You know what I'm saying with bro. So I agree with that part. I ain't see the Rory saying OVO whatever he said.
Oh,
I
he
ain't see
real
that though.
comfortable with saying it. Matter of fact, all of them are comfortable with saying it. It's like that's what Drake fan base is over your hoes. And I'm like, Rory, you the last person to be saying anything. You got treated with respect. I mean, you got called out when you was in the spaces with Drake fans. You damn near was canceled when you was over there with them K-bots. So it's like,
No,
nigga,
that's a
are you
fact. Yeah,
serious?
that's a fact. We definitely was having him over here. We'll get on his ass, but we are still like, you know what I'm saying, not just disrespect him and shit like that. But go ahead,
I
Ken.
promise you. I got all that. I got the whole story. That we gonna get to that. We gonna get to that. I promise you. My brother got your hand raised. I don't know what to call you. Ruse or Howard. What's up, bro?
Yeah, what's up, man? I just want to add something. One thing we gotta mention is Drake was supposed to go to Dreamville Fest, and he told Cole that I'm not going to come because I don't want to put you in any pressure, get behind some shit that you don't want to get behind. So I think we need to back off on Cole a little bit because Drake was already thinking that he was going to back out.
No, but no, he didn't know he was gonna apologize. Now he did do some real shit. Was like, no, I ain't gonna step on your toes, But I don't think he knew he was gonna do that.
Go ahead, kid. You want to add to that?
I just wanted to say to that point, like this is like my main issue with Cole. Like like I understand what he was saying and everything, and I don't really have no issue with him wanting to play middle ground. I just don't understand it because again, this is just another instance where we see Drake pretty much taking Cole into consideration while the other guy didn't even come to Dreamfest. He dished you before you you were your album and before you went on your little fest. I just want to put that out there that the other guy still was there for you throughout this. So I really don't understand why you have this loyalty to the other guy.
Can I jump in really quick? I 100% agree. That was one of my criticisms of the interviews. Like J. Cole, you have been showing way too much. Okay, so I said this yesterday. Your friend, you should. Okay, J. Cole say they asked. I think it was Cameron that asked him, "Hey, what did you feel about the Like That verse?" And J. Cole said initially his first thought was,
It
oh
was fire. It
man,
was
not
fire.
now. You know what I'm saying? Because he had his album Might Delete Later coming out, and then also the Dreamville Fest. So it was like, okay, I'm looking at it from the perspective like my friend should not make me feel like that. If your friend is going to put you through something when you're already on something, it should be like, you know, Lord forbid somebody passing or something with their family members, something of that magnitude, not like, oh shit, here go this nigga again out here cloud chasing. So it's like right there, Cole, your friend, real friends don't do that type of stuff. You never had that with Drake. You know what I'm saying? And you know that you're not supposed to do it because what did you say in that interview with Mello? Like, hey, I wanted to come through. When they reached out to me for first person shooter, I wanted to come through for Drake because Drake has always came through for me. So it's like real friends don't do that. So that was my biggest criticism. That's actually my one of my only criticisms with J. Cole. Too much one-sided loyalty and grace provided to Kendrick. And it is not the same. Kendrick is not thinking about neither one of you all. You heard from the clips that's been going around by the guy who broke it down. If this nigga really got mad because Drake released the album on his birthday, that's like the dumbest thing I've ever
And
heard.
Tracy.
Like
Thank you
every
for
time
bringing that
somebody
up.
drop an album, it's gonna be somebody's birthday, period.
And Tracy, in the other interview, J. Cole said like his reaction was like that. Was he said he heard it a couple hours before, well, somebody gave him a tip that hey, somebody from Spotify heard that Kendrick Lamar is dissing you, and he said he thought like, what? That's crazy. I just spoke with so and so. What? And then he said he stayed up and waited to hear the beef, hear the diss himself to see what Kendrick was saying. And that's not weird as fuck to you, Cole. That ain't weird as fuck that a dude. That's like again, me and Notable was in a space today, and then 2-3 months later, a Notable jump on another space, start dissing me. I'm like, what the fuck? Why would the fuck would a Notable do that shit? Like that's not weird as fuck for you, J. Cole, to not think you're supposed to be friend or randomly start dissing you without saying what the issue was.
And I just wanted to add, like, not only that, but like you, like he didn't even reach out to Cole. You knew what was going on with Cole, and you didn't even reach out and tell him ahead of time. That's what I'm saying. Like, does that sound like somebody who cares about Cole? Does that sound like a friend? I would never do that to my friend, especially if they said you were dissing on there, which you were. He dissed you on there, and he didn't even give you a heads up to even let you know, like, no, we don't even have no beef or nothing like that. He said absolutely nothing.
He
Nothing,
could have
bro.
he could have literally gave J. Cole a phone call like, hey bro, I just made this verse like that. I'm talking about Drake. I don't fuck with that nigga. It ain't non-personal. Just a heads up. He didn't do none of that. He left it up for interpretation. He said, nah, I'm gonna put that shit out there and whoever feel away, feel away. And you extending all this grace to a nigga that ran up on the nigga. He ran up on the nigga and ran up on you and he cool with you. What type of nigga does that? That's some snaked out shit. And again, that's why I understand, Tracy, what you saying. That's a big criticism of me. Like you too much of a good friend to this nigga. He ain't did nothing for you. He snaked out.
Yeah, I'm scared of them type of people, bro. I'm scared of like the overly positive person, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because they always come out and not be who they. Look at Lil Russell. And to be real, I kind of followed Lil Russell for the last like 3 years, right? And like he was doing a lot of positive shit. He had the kids, but he was like overly positive until boom, you start really seeing these people. And it's like with J. Cole, it's like you want to be overly positive with dog with Kendrick, but it's really showing like you really not a good friend like that because any friend, bro, I don't care if multiple you got friend groups, bro. And if one of your friends on some bullshit with another friend, I promise you, we gonna be like, or I'm gonna be like, dog, you on some hoe ass shit. Like most men groups, bro, you gonna tell your friend, bro, that's some hoe ass shit, bro. Why would you do some shit like that, bro? You damn near gonna scrap your mans. You know what I'm saying? It'll be behind closed doors, but come on, bro. You continue to get this nigga grace and be like, man, that was fire. Like you just, I hate that overly positive shit. And I'm a positive nigga. You know what I'm saying? It can get negative, but come on, man. Like,
And again,
This
like
shit real naive, bro.